Good morning, passport holders. Today is September 29th, 2015, day 333 of the vlogs, and I am up super duper early. First things first though, I gotta get myself a Red Bull because it's 7:15 right now, and I've got to finish the vlog additionals. The vlog editing did go up overnight via my phone, yeah, I just gotta do that, and then I gotta break these 20s so that I have 5s and 10s, I think, is what I need for the two national monuments. Grand Junction, well done. Way to start the day. Mission successful. This, see all the bugs, is an everyday occurrence with me on the road. This is why I start every day fueling up, because then that way I can guarantee that the time-lapse camera has a clean window to look out. So I've got to clean this up while this gets fueled, and then it's off to Moab, Utah. And another quarter hit. Well done. And there you have it, passport holders. Another checkout, another fuel up, and it's time to get on the road. We are now officially leaving colorful Colorado. It's been a blast to be here for just about a week now. And it is time to enter into the great state of Utah, en route to what's on that there poster, Arches National Park. Check that out. Absolutely gorgeous. A little bit here on the end. Oh yeah. Warping forward to the junction with US 191 South, heading down to Moab, which is just outside of the Arches National Park. I'm really excited to be making this transition and continuing to make miles underneath me. I've only got about another half hour until I actually get to the park, which I'm pumped about. Yeah, definitely getting close to the really pretty stuff, because it's already really pretty. Welcome to the entrance of Arches National Park. Looks like there's quite a line there, so I may be a few minutes until I actually get into the park itself. We're finally getting closer, guys. Alright, so now I am inside Arches National Park. It's a heck of a drive up the hill, or up the mountain, to actually getting into the kind of the primary level, if I'm remembering this correctly, and it's certainly an uphill drive right now. I'm going to do the Delicate Arches hike, which is about a 2 to 3 hour hike. I'm going to try and do it in closer to 2. Just get in and out and sprint it as best I possibly can, because I have other places to be. But yeah, it's supposedly the absolute quintessential Utah hike, and I have not done it yet. So it's time to cross these things off as I get the opportunity to do so. And here's another switchback. And it should be a lot of fun. And yes, I am going to shoot this entirely in 4K on the iPhone, because the place this beautiful deserves that. And there will be a secondary video that will be unlisted, not published out to the channel the way that the last one was, because I feel like that distracted people from some of the private messages I received. So you will see an overlay saying, click here to watch in 4K. And if you're interested in that, please do so. That's just awesome. Despite the bug-riddled windshield, this is too pretty not to shoot. Holy smokes, and this is just the drive in. Balanced rock there. Kinda looks like City of Rocks over there. This camera does not give this scale a chance. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely huge and gorgeous, guys.
complete. Got here to the arches. Absolutely gorgeous up here. A little bit of wind, but hopefully the wind muff on the mic does enough in order to kill that. Super pretty though. It was definitely worth making the effort.
Well, for my money, a very nice hike, but not a good hiking experience. So the landscape is absolutely gorgeous. Do not get me wrong. The arch is phenomenal. Problem is that I've gotten spoiled in Arizona with my hikes, having me see people maybe once every 3 to 10 minutes. And this was a new set of people every 15 seconds. So it was pretty frustrating in that respect. But I'm happy that I did it. Since I've zeroed all my water, it's time for me to get out of the park, find some kind of civilization where I can either refill my bottles or buy a bottle of water, and maybe a snack, because I'm not like super hungry, but like I know I should eat something, right? It's already, goodness, what is it, 11:37. So might as well try and put something in the tank, because I've got another 2.5 hours of driving to my next location, Four Corners. More postcards in Utah. This place is very, very pretty. And there's Wilson Arch in all its glory. The 191 is a very lonely road. I mean, there is no one in front of me and no one behind me. Finally have a few folks around me, and yeah, we've got, what is it now, another 5 miles until I make my big left-hand turn, so might as well throw you guys into another town. Supposedly, this is State Route 162, 163, something like that. It's kind of an marginally paved road. No guards, no nothing, no, and there were multiple signs for quote-unquote open pasture and cows signs all over, so, wow. I guess this is how I'm going to cross back into Colorado, if the maps are to be believed. I haven't loaded them up all the way, so I can't really see it. But, yeah, this is going to be what you guys are going to get to see for a little bit, while I go 45 miles an hour in a 50-mile-an-hour zone, because this road's rough. And I do believe, right here, we have technically crossed into New Mexico, because there in my rear view mirror, which you may or may not be able to see, is the Welcome to Colorado sign. So I'm going to assume that I am here in New Mexico, because that is technically the route that you have to take in order to enter Four Corners. Welcome back to the Four Corners Monument. A lot more people here than I was expecting, and a lot more people than the last time I was here on day 19 of the vlogs. I think it was 19. But yeah, let's park it up and go take a peek. Oil passport holders, 5 months, 3 weeks, constantly traveling, 48 states, nearly 30,000 miles. It only made sense that I cross back into my home state, Arizona, here at Four Corners. Let's head on down to Flag for the night. It's gonna be a good time. And just to make it official, Arizona. It's a lot of mixed emotions, and it's been a lot of mixed emotions in the last week about all of this coming to an end. I'm certainly excited to be back home in Arizona. There's going to be part of me, especially in the first month being back here,
that is going to struggle with staying in one place. We'll see how long that happens. I mean, I suspect that there will be a weekend trip up to Sedona or something in order to try and feed the travel monster. But it's incredible to think that I've done all this, and I've done all this on my own, and I've done all this without any major car issues. I haven't even blown out a tire, which I'm so incredibly thankful for. You know, it's in total, it's an amazing feat to have done, to have documented. You know, I look at the almost 11 months that I've been doing the daily vlogging, and I can't believe that this has become my life. You know, I've been so excited at certain moments and so down and depressed and all over the map, and legitimately all over the map, and it's just been a crazy ride, and I'm so happy that I have this forever now, right? You know, I've got all the originals, I've got multiple backups, cloud backups on YouTube, on Google servers, but at the end of the day, like, this is an adventure that I will always be able to look back on, regardless of whether or not I stay home and, you know, establish a life in Arizona or Maine or Colorado or wherever. This travel is now a part of who I am. And I have no question that it has changed me. Yeah, it's definitely changed me.
Full stats for the day: 508 miles, 8 hours, 54 minutes, 25.7 miles a gallon as I was coming off all those mountains. And now it's time to go check into the hotel and very likely grab a pizza and a 6-pack of beer, because I think I'm just going to stay in tonight, and since I was up so early, just go to bed super early as well. Not only a quarter, but a palindrome. So let me just recap what happened there. I pulled into the hotel here with a quarter of a gallon left, so I got very fortunate in the fact that there's a gas station literally across the street, and next to it was a pizza joint. So yeah, picked up beer, pizza, gas, all with literally crossing the street. Came back up here, ran a speed test, and yes, 13.18 up. That is gorgeous. I'm not going to have any issues getting the vlog uploaded when I start that, and I probably will try and do that tomorrow morning before I go to the south rim of the Grand Canyon, and then after that tomorrow I'll be heading even further south to Phoenix, which I couldn't be more excited about. But for now, it's time to watch the amazing race and eat some pizza. Alright guys, it's been a couple hours since I got back here with all the food and stuff. Been chilling, watching YouTube videos, the amazing race, and then yes, I did take a shower because I was still super sweaty after the hike at the Arches. I hope you guys had a good day. Thank you guys for your time and attention. I always appreciate it. And remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still, so go do cool stuff. And bye for now.